Hi guys, welcome. Hopefully you're looking forward to this next video. It's a little bit of an update on Wealth Mountain. There's a lot of details to go over, but it's going to be pretty brief. I do apologize. I've been trying to be a little bit more consistent with the videos, but things have been a little bit crazy. One of the little added things that I've added to my plate is I did help this guy. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's kind of a big thing in the DeFi space. So I've actually had the privileged honor, benefit of giving him a hand with a Discord that he's decided to open up. It is a membership Discord. So if you come to YouTube, you can go under memberships, and then there's 3 levels. $5, $15, and $20, I believe it is. And the $20 one gives you access to his Discord and his Telegram that is set up, and some extra perks like seeing some videos that only members get to see, and being on sometimes some post AMA videos that he does when possible. So some pretty neat little benefits here. As I said, the $19.99 one does get you into the Discord right here, which I've set up, and we have some different little benefits inside here, and it's growing and evolving every day. We're adding other things to make it more user-friendly or more useful for everybody, and the whole goal of this is just to add value. So if you're new, seasoned, or anything in Discord, in crypto, this is a great way to get some alpha, keep up to date on things, and just have a nice central location to do that on. So if you'd like to come on by, that would be awesome. And other than that, we'll get back to our regular scheduled program. Thanks so much for allowing me that quick moment. So Wealth Mountain, a lot of things have happened over the last little bit. So I just want to go through a couple little details. And at the very end, there was a contest that I said I'd draw for. It ended up getting pretty reasonable amounts of money. So I'll show you the payout that I did. And that went out to a subscriber that had won the Gleam contest. So that was pretty fantastic. And he got a nice little chunk of change and was super, super happy and very thankful. And so I do appreciate all your guys' support, and as we grow the channel, as it's done quite well over the last little bit, had quite a spike in subscriptions. I did say I'd show my face at 500, and I think we're over 430 now, so we're getting pretty close to that 500. So thank you so much. So other than that, getting into some of this, a couple of things you'll notice here right off the bat if you go to the main website is there's a V2 migration here for Avalanche, Polygon, and Phantom. To get a little closer look, if you click on Portfolio Dashboard, you will see that there is a V2 migration for these three here. A couple of details on that. If you go back over here and head on to one of those ones, there is a little vote that's going on. This will go until the 21st, I believe, or 20th, where just asking whether you'd like to migrate your initial stake over to Binance Smart Chain. I believe this one was more wondering if we wanted to move, like, for instance, Ethereum over, just to kind of conglomerate everything into one chain. But this also probably will have to do with V2s as well, potentially activating maybe on Binance in order to kind of bring everybody together on one chain. It was a neat idea to have access to all the chains and give everybody their preference, but unfortunately, because certain ones did not get as high in TVLs, if there was one person holding a little larger bag, it ended up draining the contracts. And so that's where what ended up happening to these guys is these contracts ended up draining to zero. The neat thing is, and where most protocols fail you, is as soon as the TVL goes to zero, you're basically done. Your money's gone. Anything you didn't get to bring in or any ROI you didn't get, it's done. So the whole idea of what Wealth Mountain's trying to do is there's going to be different versions. This could go on from V2 even, but the idea will be to help, I believe, get the people that have still their initial in here and did not ROI with rewards or anything. It's to get those people whole. So just benefiting the people that did not ROI completely, I believe, is the idea behind it. There'll be more details soon once we get more of those and some better ideas. So right down here, you can actually see the next steps. So if you go to any of the chains that were affected, so I'm on Avalanche right now, and you can see nothing there. I had $10, I think, in there, so that's been gone, of course. So important details. Step 1, information collection verification. Step 2, V2 contract deployment, and profit sharing ongoing, which will be kind of the idea of trying to get people back their initial. So next steps, forms must be submitted before October 20th. So we've got another 5 days for that. So if you did have anything sitting in your contract and you did not ROI, that's the important thing here. This is not for people to get more money out of the system. If you ROI'd and you got your initial back, I get it. It'd be nice to get some growth out of your money, but if you got your initial back, you're good. So if not, submit this form, filling in your wallet address, how much did you stake in Wealth Mountain, and then a transaction just so they can track it, or if there's multiple transactions, and did you withdraw anything out of the protocol, yes or no. So obviously if you withdrew some, that'll limit how much you're getting back. Really, I only see a point. I did not fill this out on I had something staked on all chains except for ETH, I think. I did not fill this out for the chains that I had because I did ROI on the project. So even though I had some on Avalanche that I didn't quote unquote get back, I didn't fill in the form. Best to keep this for the people that have not gotten their initial back yet. So timeline, October 20th, submissions close. 20 to 22nd, they do a verification process. I believe I noted on the Discord that they have started this process, so to hopefully get ahead of the game. October 22nd, profit sharing contract deployed and first profit sharing payouts. So how exactly this is going to work, we don't have all the details yet, but I'm sure we will once we get closer to the 20th or just after the 20th. Other than that, I'll just go over to this one here. And when you get in now, there's a facts to read just to make sure everybody understands what's going on. And so you just have to click that you've read that. And then you can go to your current stakes. In here, again, some funds that I put in when I first started. Part of this is the rollover of the referrals earned that I got that I ended up giving 50% of away. So I rolled those back in here. I may actually add more money to this, but I was just leaving it for now. But with the contract increasing, I might actually get to that. So again, if there is any referrals, I'd only use the Binance Smart Chain. There is Ethereum still available, but I probably use Binance. If you do use my referral link, then this will increase, and in turn I'll be doing another Gleam for half of that to other people. So I'll wait and see if that actually starts accumulating and then do that then. And as you can see right now, I've hit the 50 days for my $90 that I put in, and so I'm earning 5% on that. Unfortunately, my Polygon investment, I think I was literally hours before actually are getting to the 5%, but unfortunately the contract was draining quite rapidly, so I took the chance and pulled it out. So I lost my 1% of my overall, but I still ROI'd, so I really can't complain. Others obviously are not in the same boat, and I hope that Wealth Mountain's able to carry on as they're doing to help those people ROI, which is awesome. And then this is the rewards that I rolled over, so those are still accumulating only at 27 days, so we haven't really increased too much there yet. And that's basically it. So I'll go, the next part I will take you to is a video I already recorded of my referral rewards that I got, and along with it, I did already hand out, so if anybody wants to see it, I guess they can DM me. I've already handed it out to the person. All right, so here is the collection of the 583.63, which when divided by 2, I just did 584, and that gave us a total of 292, which I then sent to this lovely lucky winner here, Host Logic, and you can see the transaction there. The draw I did on Gleam, I can get a copy of it if anybody wants, but just DM me, I guess, if you feel like you need proof of that. But yes, I did a draw on Gleam, and that was a gentleman that won, and was obviously quite happy with that. So I did remove this, obviously, all from there and kept the other part for me. As I said, I may add some money back into this one at some point. As Wealth Mountain is doing well, and I am impressed with how they've managed the situation of the contracts draining, although the jury's still out. There's still a lot of risk here. This is still a high-risk project, so do at your own risk. But I do appreciate how they're trying to move the project forward. And it reminds me a little bit of Stable One, when back in the day before they became Stable Fund, where they had a couple of projects that didn't quite work out, but definitely had some money that was earned from that, and in turn used that funds to either get back to their holders that lost money, and to help create the next rendition of Stable One, which went through, I think, 4 migrations kind of before then being, I think they did another project in between, and then obviously Stable One, which has been doing quite well and quite profitable for many people. Again, this one's still very high risk. Please do your own research. But we do see a growing balance in the Binance contract, which is quite nice. And the fact that they are going to a V2 is definitely something that's not very well heard of in most of the DeFi area. So again, it does give me some comfort and some excitement for what could be down the road. I'm really curious. I will keep watching these guys. I will keep putting some funds in that I'm willing to risk in order to help support their journey. A little quick mention to another project, which is evolving. I did do a video before on crypto gem trading. This protocol, if you did get into this one, then I would go and send them an email right now. If you go to their Discord or to their website, which is attached on this video, you can make a withdrawal for your money that you've put in. They will get your money back. You can also go on the contract, and you know what? Sorry, I'm going to show you this right now. Give me a second. So if you go to this link, which I'll put in the video, you can go down here under contract. And if you have money sitting in here, you can actually connect. And if you go right contract, all right, once you've connected this, it'll actually turn green here. And as long as it's the wallet that you've used for crypto gem trading, you can then go to payout and hit right. It will do a transaction, and what it's doing is actually pulling funds from the contract that you have. There's a couple of caveats. It has to be within 24 hours of it has to be from 24 hours since you've done the last payout. And it also has to be at least $50 or more accumulated in rewards. But if you do this and click here, it'll actually give you the rewards right into your wallet that have accumulated, as long as it's been over 24 hours and over $50 have accumulated. So definitely something to take advantage of. And then, like I said, go to the website and follow these instructions in order to get your payout done. It's not necessarily that the project has died or anything. They're going to be paying everybody out. Not only that, they're not even going to be charging anybody the 12% fee that they were going to charge if you pulled out early. From what I understand, basically there's some legality issues with how they've set up the corporation, I guess. So they need to get the money out of the contract, and they can't migrate it to another contract because that would give a connection to the new one that they're starting. So they are going to be starting one called Prosperity Gem Mining. It's basically a mining operation from what I understand. I think there still might be some bots going on in the background, but they can't talk about that themselves. So get your money out now, and then if you decide to invest again, I might do a video on the Prosperity Gem Mining once they set up. And if you choose to get back in again, please do so at your own risk. This does give me some type of, I mean, the website wasn't the greatest. There was a lot of sketchy things with it, in my opinion. But I did get in. I made some good little money for the little bit that I was in there, and then I'll be getting it all back. So, I mean, can't complain with that kind of results. And if they do get all the money back that they say they're getting back to everybody, then that gives me some comfort. He is doxed again. So, do with that information what you will. Again, thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate all the support you're giving me, and I look forward to keeping on coming out with some great content for you guys to help with your crypto adventure. Have yourselves a wonderful evening.